So the next thing we'd like to do is be able to put pictures into our document. So I'm going to go to the web page where we grabbed our data from. And you see there's these two nice images that really convey some meaning to what we've been talking about. I don't want to just copy and paste them because depending what browser you use, what version of what browser you use, it could be a lot of problems. In fact, in Firefox, if you copy and paste these, you get a black background around them, and we don't want that. So to save them, I'm going to right-click on the image and go down to something. You're going to find something that says Save Picture As or Save Image As. It's going to vary depending on what browser you use, but it should be relatively straightforward and obvious. Save Picture As. And I'm going to want to save them because I'm at school. I'm going to want to save them in my public www folder, inside my CSC 180 folder, inside my word processing folder as rgb.gif and cmyk.gif. I saved these earlier. Notice if you're doing these at home, you're going to want to save them to wherever you saved your actual Word document so that when you move it over, you can move everything over together. Okay. So if we go to our Word document and we go down, I'm going to want to save these pictures in the sections so they kind of make the most sense. So the RGB image is going to go in the RGB color section. So I'm going to put my cursor right at the beginning of the section, and I'm going to go up to the ribbon and I'm going to say Insert, to the Insert tab. And there is a picture button, so I'm going to click on that picture button. And I'm going to navigate to my picture. There we go. My picture was again in the public.ww folder, CSC 180, word processing. And I'm just going to double click on rgb.gif. There we go. So there's our picture. It doesn't look very neat or professional there. So the next thing we want to do is we want to wrap the text around it so it looks a little bit nicer. So if I select my image, notice there is now a new tab that shows up on the ribbon up here. This is the Picture Tools Format tab. Okay, if you're not already there, you want to click on that and then come over to the Wrap Text button. Wrap Text, and I can specify, let's start with square. There we go. A lot of the times images are square, like charts or graphs, but ours isn't, so that doesn't look quite right. So I'm going to go back to that Wrap Text button and choose Tight. There we go. I kind of like that. Right, it's kind of wrapping around the shape of our image. The only problem is we got this little bit of text up here, and I don't want to move the image over anymore to the left because it's already sticking out in the margin. I also kind of have this text down here that I don't really like. So let's clean this up a little bit more. If I select my image and I go to Wrap Text, note it needs to be tight first. Once it's already been tightly wrapped, then you can go down and click on the Edit Wrap Points. If you try to do this first, it won't do it. So it has to be tight first. Then Edit Wrap Points. And then you're going to see all these little black dots and red lines around the image. Okay. And if I click on one of those black dots and drag it, I can effectively extend the picture wherever I want. Extend the picture there. I'm going to say the picture really goes down here. Okay. And that's going to let us manipulate where exactly the text goes. So there we go. That looks kind of nice. I like how that turned out. So let's do that now for the other picture as well. So I'm going to put that down here in CMYK section. Put my cursor, insert, picture, my picture, make sure my picture is selected and go to Wrap Text, and notice this Edit Wrap Points is grayed out. That's why you have to go tight first. Place it. There we go. And then Edit Wrap Points and modify it. There we go. So a nice professional job of adding images to your document.